This video chart presentation of Immunocellular Therapeutics Limited. It's an OTCBB stock trading our ticker IMUC. Clearly a stock with a lot of momentum behind it. Bounced off of lows in 98 cents. Pretty much a clean double to go up and hit $2. This video we're just going to try and establish a few different support levels if it pulls back and take a look at a few different resistance levels. The momentum can stay behind it. The indicators, of course, just a lot of gas behind them, a lot of strength of the trend in the MACD. A really nice example of stock coming off a pretty quick pinch. Always a nice reversal position. ADX trending back from highs right now, but getting a bullish cross, the positive DI breaking through the ADX. A little bit of a retrace in the money flow. Like they're curling though to hold back over top of 50. Accumulation distribution just shows the buying pressure that's been coming into this. Of course, that's reiterated by the Chaikin money flow. Buying pressure clearly outweighing selling pressure. We talk about this CCI in every chart. Per the definition of the CCI, the buy point would be the break of 100. It would be a hold until it broke down through 100. And that's not even happened yet. Reversal yesterday's got the CCI moving back upward. Just a good example of how reliable the CCI can be. Full still holding over top of 80. Again, a lot of momentum in it. A little bit of a retrace. A lot of times what you'll see is this full still come down, dip underneath 80, and then curl and go back up through it. But holding at or around 80 shows the strength of the chart right now. Tricks, of course, that's a lagging indicator, but going right along with everything else, showing a lot of strength in the chart. RSIs, momentum traders like to see that up there, holding over top of 70. That's why it's referenced as the power zone. Just shows a lot of momentum. This stock yesterday pushed through a resistance point. Just a huge move from here around $1.20. Consolidated, took off, pushed through the resistance there at $1.73, $1.74. You can see going back into last year, resistance point. That general area was an area of support all the way back into last May. Again in August. So that's a pretty key point that it pushed through yesterday, again on good volume, 847,000 shares traded, well above average. And now you can look at this several different ways. If it did happen to pull back, ideally it would hold this $1.75 mark as the breakout point, hold it over top the 200-day moving average. If those things happen, this chart stays in truly bull mode. It's just consolidating. Charts have to reset themselves every now and then. That's perfectly healthy. So the higher the support level it can hold, obviously the better off it is. It would draw more support right around $1.60. That's part of the flag pattern that it was in when it was consolidating. And again, historically, it was a resistance level that it pushed through. And it would pick up more again down there around $1.45, $1.50. If it did happen to pull back, those are the spots I'd be looking for some pretty strong support levels to come in. On the north side of things, I'd be looking for it to try and take out and hold above $2. Again, going back historically, resistance point, area of support, whole numbers like that, such as $2, $1, they tend to act as a little bit of psychological barriers. So I'd have my eyes peeled for a push above that level. Beyond that, because this did kind of stair step its way down over the last year, you have to expect a little bit more resistance to come in around $2.30 and again at $2.40. But the real strong resistance won't come in until it's trying to challenge its old 52-week highs, which are tucked in through here around $2.50. Still a pretty hefty upside, with this closing at $1.90 to go up there and challenge those upper end levels. But we spend a lot of time looking at plays trying to catch them down here on the bottom when a pinch is going on. Uptrends are happening in indicators, trying to catch the full breadth of a move. But there are a lot of investors that like to see some strong momentum in the play, so we try and visit some of those charts as well. And IMUC is certainly one that's gathered a lot of momentum over the last month, and one worth keeping an eye on to see where it goes from here. But as always, it's merely my interpretation of the IMUC chart. Thank you for watching, and trade smart.